What is up, guys? Welcome back. Happy New Year's. Today we are making Mickey-inspired Disney treats for New Year's. Doing something different. We're definitely feeling all the feels on missing Disney. This is normally about the time that we start planning a trip, booking a trip, but we are not doing that just yet. So to kind of combat those feelings, we are going to make some Disney treats. So we have on the menu, we're going to make some Dole Whip. We're going to make some Mickey pizza, like some homemade pizza. We are going to make cheeseburger spring egg rolls, if you are familiar with that, and Magic Kingdom. One of my favorites. Every time I go, if the we're going to hit up the bar cart. But if the cheeseburger egg roll cart is closed down, I get super sad, but it's only happened a few times, but yeah. So we're going to attempt to make those. We've made them once before. They turned out very well, and we're very, very close to the park. So we're going to attempt to do that. And then I think we're going to attempt to do some Mickey pretzels. Yeah, we'll just see what the evening brings. So if that's something you want to see, keep on watching Life with Jess. All right, guys. So we are starting out with doing the Dole Whip because the Dole Whip is going to take the most amount of time. It has to do its churning. I'm actually using an ice cream maker. My mom got me this for my birthday back during the fall, and I haven't had a chance to use it yet. So we are going to use it today, and we're going to make Dole Whip out of it. So I have the canister is chilling a little bit in the freezer. We're going to pull that out here in a minute. But if you're not familiar with Dole Whip, it's the greatest thing of life. It is so good. So it tastes like tropical paradise ice cream is what it tastes like. It's just amazing. So you can get a Dole Whip float as well. But we're not going to do a float. I think everybody will enjoy the ice cream better. So yeah. And so let me show you what I have. This is our book that we have. We bought this a couple years ago. Yeah. So this book is, I have it opened up to our Dole Whip recipe. This is what it is, guys. Let me move my little book marker. Yeah, this is what it is. Like, it is the most amazing thing. Recipe, anybody wants to screenshot that, you can and try and make it on your own. You can get this in Magic Kingdom at Adventureland, and oh my gosh, it's so amazing. So, so good. So, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get started on doing this, and I'm going to kind of play around with it. I have to read through the manufacturer's thing on my box. I literally just opened this. My manufacturer's thing, because I got to figure out how to do all the things. I used to have an ice cream maker years and years ago, and it's been a hot minute, so I need to, yeah, I got my chicken back there, ignoring my mess. But yeah, so I need to double check on the amounts of like the ice cream salt and all that kind of stuff. Make sure that I'm adding the right amounts. And then we're going to mix up our mixture first. After that, and it's literally pineapple juice, lime juice, water, and syrup. Syrup? No, sugar. It has sugar in it. Guys, that's all that it is. There's nothing to it. So yeah, so hopefully this turns out and it reminds us of Disney. And then we're going to move on and start mixing up our dough for our pizza dough. And I think since I'll have my mixer out, I'll go ahead and do the Mickey pretzel dough. Okay, guys. First things first, we're doing a cup of water and 1.5 cups of sugar. So we're going to put this in here, and then it says to microwave this for a minute. Stir it up, microwave 1 more minute, and we're going to stir it to make a syrup. That's going to be the sticky goodness. So let's do that. All right, guys. I did it an additional minute because I just didn't think it looked like syrup consistency. I don't know. Maybe once it chills, then it'll be okay. But yeah, so that's all we're going to do about that. We're going to stick it in the fridge. It's got to chill for 2 hours. So once that's done, we'll pull that out, and then we'll start adding that with our pineapple juice and our lime juice into our ice cream mixer. Okay, guys, now we're going to start on our pizza dough, and that is, it makes actually a lot of dough. So usually what I do is a big Mickey, and then if I have leftover dough, which I usually do, I do breadsticks with it. So we're going to do some garlic breadsticks. I might throw some like butter and cheese on top, a little bit of extra garlic, some parm. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how much we actually get out of this dough. So half a cup of water. Okay, so we're gonna mix that up with 2 packages of yeast. So let's grab 2 packages. We're gonna cut this up, let this dissolve in here. All right, and then we're just gonna mix it up. Teaspoon of salt. And we're going to do a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. Okay, now we're just going to put our mixture in this. With 4 cups of flour. Okay, we're gonna pull this up, put this on number 2. And add some water. Okay, guys, this is done. Take this out. Pull this out. Slide that back. Okay, we got that all mixed up, so we're going to get a little bit of dough, of flour. Put this dough out here, just like that. Knead it around just a bit. Okay, put it in a nice little bowl like that. Okay, we're gonna put it in a bowl. I just grease my bowl. Just like that. Put your dough inside. Kind of turn it around, just like that. Kind of coat it a bit. Take a towel. Put a towel over it. We're gonna put it in a warm spot. Okay, guys. All right, now we are done with that. We're going to move on to the pretzels. I have a pretzel recipe that I got online, I don't know, several years ago. It was like a kind of a copycat recipe for the, like the, is it Auntie Anne's? Auntie Annie's, Auntie Anne's, however you say it, but such good pretzels. I've made them a billion times. They always turn out really well. But because this is a Disney type of thing, we are going to use out of the Disney cookbook. And it looks like it's very similar to the recipe that I have. Like there's really not very much variation. So we're going to try it out, but here's to take a look at it. Okay, this is for the Mickey pretzels. Is it not the cutest thing? I know that's like a huge glare on there. Let me see if I can tip it up. There you go. Now you can see it. Sounds like it's like kind of like a few extra steps than what my other recipe calls for, but we are going to make it work. Okay guys, next up we're going to start with half a cup of warm water. We're going to put that in our mixer, and then we're going to open up 1 envelope of yeast, and we're going to put that in there, just kind of sprinkle it in. We're going to let it sit for 10 minutes. So we're going to set the timer on that. So let's get started making it. Okay, so we have 10 minutes to kill until the yeast is all mixed up. So I think we're going to go ahead and make a peppermint rum chata, because that just sounds really good right now. So I'm going to save like a margarita for probably later on when we're getting closer to the bowl dropping. But peppermint rum chata just sounds really good. So I'm going to show you how I make that. Okay, so we're going to get this. We're going to get one of these. These are the best hot cocoa mixes ever. I absolutely love them. If you can find it, you better get it because they're so good. I know you can find it on like Amazon. My husband's ordered it for me on there before when I couldn't find it in the store and I really wanted it. So we're gonna pour that in there. All right, guys, we have our peppermint rum chata is made. I'm super excited about that. I just used the last of it, which means I will not be having that until next Christmas season. So sad. I can't usually find it at our store. I usually find it at Meijer first. And it's usually about the week of Thanksgiving. Sometimes they might have it before. It's just hit or miss. So I am super excited when I find it, because I'm like, oh, that means the holidays are here. It's time to indulge. So yeah, so that's the last of that. So, but that's okay, because you know what? After this weekend, we are going ham for the month of January. We are getting back on track. I'm about 100% crushing my goals this season. So January, February, and March are going to be go time. So we're about having, all about health. We're all about, getting things done, crushing our goals in the new year. So you guys can definitely join me on that ride. I'll have lots of post-workouts videos. I'm going to have lots of workout videos, lots of meal prep, all the things. So you guys can join me on that ride. But for now, we're going to indulge in all the things for the new year season. So let's go ahead and get started. Our timer has gone off for our yeast, and it's looking like it's ready. So let's mix this up. Okay, so let's check out this recipe. It's calling for 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar and a teaspoon of salt. So we're going to go ahead and add that to our mixer now. It did say to go ahead and switch to a flat paddle. This is the only paddle that I have. So, and then we're going to switch back to the dough hook here in just a minute. Okay, now we're going to add in our flour, which is going to be 4 cups. Okay, so we got 4 cups of flour in there. So now it says that we need to knead it for 5 minutes. So And go ahead, if you are following along, go ahead and put your dough attachment on after you put in the brown sugar and the salt. And yeah, we're just going to knead this for 5 minutes. So we're going to set our timer and we're going to do it right. Okay, guys, our dough is done mixing up. I will say with this recipe, it did not call for a lot of liquid. It called for half a cup. Just to dissolve the yeast. I don't feel like that was very much liquid. So when it was mixing, it mixed for the full 5 minutes and it still looked like a floury mixture. So I just added like a 1/4 cup of water at a time, until it started like taking shape. And then I went ahead and did like 1 to 2 tablespoons of water at a time as needed. So you'll just kind of have to judge if you're using this recipe. Just if it looks floury, like it's probably, I mean, it's the same. It happened for me. So just go ahead and just mix a little bit of water, in with it. And it turned out fine. Like, as you can see, it looks like a dough. You want it to be like a ball of elastic dough. So now we're going to spray our bowl. We're just going to grease that up a little bit. Put this in there, swish it around, just kind of turn it over, put a towel on it. We're going to let it rise for 30 minutes. All right, guys, we are done with the dough. So while that's rising, we're going to work on, I'm doing some street tacos. So yeah, it's not in the Disney cookbook, but it just sounded really good for New Year's. So that's what we're doing. So I, yesterday, did a whole chuck roast and I cooked it in the crock pot on low. It was like 14 hours I cooked this pot roast on low. So I had my husband split it in half. So we did half of it was beef and noodles. And then the other half I just put in this container. So we're going to put this in this pot. I'm going to add some taco seasoning. I do have a can of the diced green chilies. So we're going to put that in there. We're just going to put the lid on it, put it on the stove and just let it kind of heat through. And then we'll use that with, I bought the street taco little shells, like the smallest ones. I bought those, so we're going to have those as well. When we're done with that, we're going to start rolling out our pizza dough and get that all in the Mickey shape and get all the toppings on it and get it baked. Okay, guys, we're going to put this meat in here just like that. Okay, I've got my diced green chilies. Put that in there. We are going to do, I think I'm only going to do like half an envelope of taco seasoning. I don't want it to be like overly powerful or whatever. That's probably good, to be honest. And then I can use the taco seasoning for something else. And then we're going to do a little bit of water in it, put the lid on it, put it on low, let it cook for, I mean, it's already cooked through. We just want it to be heated through. And then we're going to get started on our pizza dough. All right, guys, the dough's all done. We are going to punch this down. So, see if you can see that. See, it's nice and pretty. So, I'm glad it didn't like get as fluffy as it normally does, because the house is kind of cool. Like if you have a warmer environment, like it's going to rise a little bit better, but the house is a little bit cool and I'm not bumping up the heat because I'm really hot. So hence the romper. So because I do a lot of rompers. So we are going to punch this down. We're going to roll this out. I'm going to divide it into 3 sections. So I'm going to do 2 smaller ones for the Mickey ears, and then do a bigger one for the body and stuff. So we're going to do that. We're going to spray our pizza pan. I just have a round one, and this is usually the one that I use when I do our Mickey shaped pizza. So I don't know if I said that earlier. Like usually when we go to Disney, the week of, we always do a Disney themed meal. So it's usually the Mickey pizza that we're making right now. We usually do that. We have Mickey premium bars. Just all the things. I make Mickey Rice Krispie treats usually for the week that we go, and then we can have those as snacks like for the road trip, because we usually drive. So we always have that for the road trip, so that's a lot of fun. I do the Mickey pretzels, stuff like that. So yeah, so this is just what I normally do, and we absolutely love it. It just really helps us with the Disney feels. So yeah, so we're going to get started on this dough, and then we're going to get all of our toppings out, pepperoni, our cheese. I'm just doing those toppings today. So we do have some picky eaters in the house, and they don't like all the good things that us adults like. So we're going to get started on that and get this baby in the oven. We got our dough rolled out. We got our little Mickey ears, the bodice. Could I make this a lot bigger? Yes, and I definitely have, but it's just 3 of us here tonight, so we're not going to go crazy. So we're going to get our toppings on all of this and get it going. Mickey pizza is made, so now we just gotta bake that. So yeah. Okay, while that is baking, we're gonna get started on the cheeseburger egg rolls. Guys, I am telling you, if you have never had cheeseburger egg rolls, like, they are phenomenal. Phenomenal. Like, I absolutely love it. You basically need just the egg roll wrappers, which you can, like, if you go to Walmart or whatever, you can find them in the produce area. They're like over by the baby spinach and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so you just get that. You get hamburger. It basically kind of tastes like a Big Mac and an egg roll. Like, yeah, it's phenomenal. The recipe that we used when we made it last time, we did not have the cookbook. We follow some YouTubers that go to Disney quite often. They're from the Florida area. So, yeah, so they actually tried to recreate it. I'm not sure where they got the recipe, but we based what we made off of just what they had said that they put in it. And it was so stinking good. Like, it was really close, guys. So, yeah, so we now have the cookbook. So we are going to try and do it that way. We'll see like how different it is, but phenomenal. I'm so excited. Like, this is like the highlight. Like, I love the pizza. I'm all about the Dole Whip. I'm all about the Mickey pretzels, but cheeseburger egg rolls, those spring rolls is where it's at for me. Like, those tug on my heartstrings, and I'm super excited about it. So let's get started making them. Okay, so first we're going to get the beef put in our pan, which is just a pound of beef, guys. So, and I just bought a roll, and I bought it lean. I'm just, yeah, we're indulging in all the things, but we're going to try and be somewhat decent. So, we're just going to open this up, put this in here, and let that start cooking. Okay, and now we're going to do just half a cup of chopped white onion. And I still have that bag of frozen onion that I had bought for Christmas. So we're just going to get some of that. I just put it in the freezer, so we're just going to get that. We're going to put it right in our meat mixture. All right, guys, so now we are going to put in a tablespoon of ketchup. That is like making a mess, but it's fine. And a tablespoon of mustard. Okay, so the recipe in the book does not call for pickles, but we are putting diced pickles in there because I believe the last time we made it, we put them in there, and it just kind of gave it that taste of like it was a Big Mac. So okay, guys, we're waiting for our oil to heat up, and then we're going to start rolling up these egg rolls, and we're going to show you how to do that. All right, guys, we're going to take about 2 tablespoons of the meat mixture and put down there. And then you're going to put a little bit of shredded cheddar cheese on there. And then you're going to roll it up kind of like a burrito. And then you're going to take some egg mixture, which is literally just a beaten egg. And you're just going to brush it on one of the flaps. And that's just going to kind of hold it down. That way it doesn't like roll away and stuff. Yep, just like that. Roll it up and there's your little egg roll. And then we're just waiting for our oil to heat up and then we're going to start frying them up. Okay, while he's working on the cheeseburger egg rolls, I'm going to go ahead and get the dough going for our Mickey pretzels. So we're just going to go ahead and take this out and we're going to roll it out. And we're going to use the rolling pin, kind of roll it probably about like that. And then we're going to cut out with our Mickey shapes, just like this. This is my cutter that I got in Disney World. So yeah, we're just going to use this one and then we're going to fry them up. Okay, there's the Mickeys. We've got them in the baking soda mixture. So we're just going to take a little bit of like egg, which is the same egg that we just used for our cheeseburger egg rolls. And we're just going to kind of brush these like this. All right, and then we're just going to take a little bit of salt. This is the pretzel salt. And just put this all over it. All right, that's it on that. And then we're going to put them in the oven for about 10 minutes until they're nice and golden brown, and then we'll take them out. All right, guys, that's the finished product. Looks good. We're going to put this on a plate, on a serving plate, and we're going to start diving in. All right, guys, here's the finished product. There's our Mickey pizza and our cheeseburger egg rolls. Those just look really, really good. The Mickey pretzels. And then this is our meat for our street tacos. And we're just gonna pretend it's from Pico's Bill because, yeah, I already had the meat and stuff. So yeah, let's dive in and see how it is.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome and good morning. We have some extra special friends here to welcome you all today.
Well, hi everybody. Good morning. I have a feeling today is going to be the best day ever.
When everybody heard that you were going to be here, they just had to come and give you a great big Magic Kingdom welcome.
Where we come now?
Now that everybody's here, I think it's time to start the day.
All right, guys, that was really good food. I'll let you look at the aftermath of everything. All right, there's our pizza that got devoured. Yeah, I still have some egg rolls left, but they were very, very good. Mickey pretzels, we definitely got into that. They definitely taste different than my other recipe. They were still very good, but I almost kind of like the other one better. Doesn't taste like the Parks for sure, but they were still good. We still ate them. And then this is what's left of our street tacos, and this meat was really, really good. So like I said, I let that cook all day in the crock pot yesterday, and I just added green chilies and a little bit of taco seasoning, about half a packet. So yeah. Oh, and I forgot to show you. Look. Okay, I know my husband thinks I'm crazy, but they're like, seriously, they're so cute. They're so little street tacos. They were cute. They were the perfect size, especially since we had all the rest of this food. So, all right, well, we're going to do some cleanup. We have lots of dishes to do now that we made all this food. So we're going to do some cleanup. We got to finish up doing the Dole Whip, get that all mixed up, get that back in the freezer. And then we have another small little Mickey treat that I think we're going to dive into. All right, guys, it is the next day. Last night was really good with all the foods that we had. But it was getting pretty late and we needed this to like be a little bit colder, needed to do some other things. So we are finishing up the Dole Whip today. So first and foremost, we are going to make the Dole Whip syrup. So you already saw the part where we put the little mixture in the refrigerator and we did the microwave thing and all that stuff. So now we're actually going to make the juice part of it, and then we're going to make the ice cream, the homemade ice cream part, and then combine it all together, and it's going to be like Disney magic. So let's go ahead and get that started. Okay, so first up, we are going to do our syrup that we made this last night. So it's half a cup of that. And we let this sit in the refrigerator all night last night. So it's legit syrup now. So almost like the consistency of Karo syrup, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's pretty thick. So that's exactly what we want. So that's pretty good. So we're gonna set that to the side. 2 cups of pineapple juice. I just bought Great Value brand. It doesn't have to be anything like special or whatever. So it's all getting mixed together. We're about the flavors. That's what we're looking for. So 2 cups of that. Tablespoon of lime juice. Okay, and then that is all that we're making for the actual Dole Whip flavor. So next up, we're gonna start on the ice cream mixture. Okay, for the ice cream, I'm going by the recipe that my mom gave me. This is one she's been making for a lot of years, as long as I can remember, and she was nice enough to gift this to me for my birthday, along with the ice cream machine that we're gonna use for the first time today. So yeah, it's calling for 3 cups of eggs. So we're just gonna add that straight to our canister. And then we are going to do 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. 1.5 cups of sugar. Okay, we're gonna do 1 package vanilla pudding. We need 1 pint of whipping cream. And then we're gonna also add 1 tablespoon of vanilla. All my stuff is in here, so we're going to get our little mixer thing and put in there, which is just the paddle. That's gonna go in there. Get our lid. Oh my gosh, I can smell it. Oh, it smells like a Dole Whip, guys. Okay, now we're gonna put this into our ice cream mixture here, our little bucket. Just drop it down inside of there carefully. Okay, that's in there. We're gonna put our lid on. Okay, all right, that's all hooked up. Now we're gonna start adding the ice, and we're gonna use ice cream salt. So this is ice cream salt, guys. You can just get this in your bakery aisle. I got this at Walmart. It was like where the seasonings and actual table salt is. It was like on the very bottom shelf. So might be kind of tricky to find it. If not, just ask somebody that's around you. Sometimes I know you can find it in like the other side of Walmart where they have like the mason jars and all that kind of stuff. Like especially during the summer months, sometimes they have ice cream makers like in that area. You can find it there too, but they haven't quite pulled that stuff out. So this is where I found it. So we're just going to start filling around the base of it, and then we're going to do a layer of salt, and then another layer of ice, and then another layer of salt, and then we're going to turn it on. All right, guys, we have our salt in there. We have our ice cubes are in there with our salt. So now we're going to turn this on. We're going to let this run for about 20 minutes, and then we're going to check it out. Guys, it is done running, so we're going to take this off. We're going to check this out and do a little taste test. I've got some little cups and spoons and see how this tastes. Let's keep all this off. All right, guys, so it is really soft. I mean, obviously it's gonna like get really thick in the freezer, so, but we are going to taste this now because we want to. Like, so Dole Whip is supposed to be like, kind of like a soft serve. So they have it in like a machine, and then they do it like, you know, like if you go to, was it like Dairy Queen or whatever, and you get the soft serve out of the machine and it does like the little swirl thing. Yeah, that's what it does. So, okay. Oh, guys, seriously. I have no words. It's so good. It legitimately tastes like Dole Whip. Yeah, that's really, really good. Yeah, we nailed it, guys. It's so good. Yeah, so I am going to get the rest of my family to come and partake in this because, yeah, it's so, so good. Okay, so this is where we're going to close the video out. I appreciate you guys joining me for our Disney New Year's Eve / New Year's Day excitement. So that was fun. I enjoy making all the Disney treats. Whenever we're missing Disney, that's kind of what we do. So we just thought we would combine the both and do it for New Year's. So it was something different. We've never done it like that. So I appreciate you guys sticking around. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for joining Life with Jess.